The Hutts were the pinnacle of organised crime, however their presence in the galaxy made them feared and respected as an organisation. But was the Hutt cartel legal, and why were they so feared? Now, when we see the Hutts, they're portrayed as crime lords. However, during the Clone Wars, we see both the Republic and Separatist attempt to gain support from them. But why is this? Now, both factions fear the repercussions from making an enemy of the Hutts. You see, the Hutts were in control of something called Hutt Space, which was the territory between the Mid and Outer Rim and hosted more than 20 planets and 2 systems. Not only this, but it was also intruding on many essential trade routes and hyperspace lanes connecting the Outer and Mid Rim. Now, the system is neutral, meaning it avoided any allegiance to the two factions. So, they were incredibly powerful. However, the reason the Hutts were feared was likely the organised crime syndicate that they represented. They'd created a haven for spice dealers, smugglers, pirates, and many other forms of nefarious criminals by having very relaxed laws in their territories. For this reason, their contacts were extensive, and for anyone who was to challenge them, the repercussions dire. For example, it's likely that the Republic or CIS could have easily invaded Hutt space. However, the Hutts had almost limitless wealth from their criminal dealings and a vast empire of underground contacts. They could bring either the Republic or CIS to its knees, creating a spice epidemic, hijacking cargo ships, assassinating political leaders, or just causing a crime wave in general. All of these were things that the Hutts were perfectly capable of doing. This and the effects that it would have on either organisation could be fatal. It's hard to fight a war when your own people are fighting a war on crime. Essentially, everyone had to appease the Hutts in the same way the big organisations had to be happy. The Hutts made it so to start a war with them was to bring yourself to ruin. This is why when Maul attempted to recruit them for his Shadow Collective, he made a wise decision in going straight for the leadership itself. Sure, he could try to seize their assets, but if they were still free, they would be able to stop him. That's why the Hutt clan's leadership is made up of numerous members, to ensure the Syndicate can survive even if one member is captured or killed. Now, to say the Hutts are legal is a stretch. They control their own sector of the galaxy that is not part of any larger governing body such as the CIS or Republic. For this reason, they make their own laws concerning spice and slavery, etc. However, it's when this business was conducted outside of Hutt space it was considered illegal. But this wasn't the Hutts personally committing the crime. They were just likely taking a large cut of the criminals' earnings for supplying and giving them somewhere to sell and spend their assets. So essentially, the Hutts didn't actually break many laws. Sure, they were ethically grey and many of them were committing crimes outside of Hutt space, but the cartel itself is somewhat allowed. Ultimately, the Hutts were a tricky organisation that was constantly finding ways of outsmarting the rest of the galaxy. This was of course until the rise of the Empire, when much of the Syndicate relied on the ties to the Imperials. But what do you think of the Hutt cartel? Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If so, please remember to like and sub, as it's really appreciated and helps the channel grow. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @TheLoreGuy for regular updates. Thanks for watching, I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.